Before getting your dental implants, how did your smile affect how old you felt day to day?
I felt like I should be sitting in a rocking chair eating baby food. It made me feel so old.
It scared me so much because I'm like, if I feel like this at 35, 40 years old, where am I going to be when I'm 50 or 60?
It wears on your face, and then whenever you don't have teeth to support your muscles and stuff, that's just not a look that you want, even at any age.
Before getting your dental implants, did you feel like your smile made you look older than you really were?
For sure. Yes, I definitely looked a lot older. I was only 40 when I got my implants, and I felt like I looked 60. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I can really look back and see it, is when you're smiling, like really smiling, it shows in your eyes. Like you get like happy eyes. And when I smiled before, I never had those happy eyes, and that really aged me. They would say, "Oh, how old are you?" "Oh, you're 40," or "Oh, you're 35." And I'm sorry, I just thought you were older. Wow, you've really been through it. Well, I brushed it off. I had kids young. I look older. But yeah, it was always brushed off as lighthearted, but inside it really, really hurt me. You don't want to look older than you are.
I didn't smile. If you look at all my pictures, and I could go down the archives for you, I didn't smile. And people attribute it to like, oh, I know you from Jersey, but why you don't smile? Well, that was the reason.
Well, I didn't smile for one, and then you always look grumpy, and what do they even made a movie of it, Grumpy Old Men. So, it wears on your face, and then whenever you don't have teeth to support your muscles and stuff, everything kinda, you know, or draws in, and that's just not a look that you want, even at any age. It's gonna happen, but I certainly don't want it to happen sooner than it needs to you know, because of my teeth issues.
I couldn't eat the foods I wanted. So I felt like I should be sitting in a rocking chair eating baby food. It made me feel so old. It was terrible.
Everyone has always told me that I had a big smile, that my smile was that they liked my smile. And to a degree, I even liked my smile, but over time, I started seeing that the imperfections in my smile were greater than just like a chipped tooth or something like that. So it did start to, in my opinion, make me feel a little or look a little older. I won't say feel older because I am at my age. I feel like my little inner child is always running rampant.
How did your smile affect how old you felt day to day?
I definitely physically felt way older than I should. A matter of fact, it scared me so much because I'm like, if I feel like this at 35, 40 years old, where am I going to be when I'm 50 or 60?
I was depressed all the time. I couldn't just like, now I smile, I don't have to worry. People do those selfie things. They hold the phone up here and they look at themselves and they click it and then they do all these filters. They don't have a teeth filter. So then you couldn't smile like you wanted. You had to make sure your mouth wasn't open so wide that you showed the ones that were broken or not there and things like that. So, it gets to the point where it wears on you. And when something wears on you, you feel old. When you feel old, you feel prohibited in living. You feel prohibited in life. You feel prohibited in interacting with people.
My teeth definitely affected how I felt on a day-to-day basis. Between the infection and the appearance, it was a terrible combination. When you can't eat and you can't smile, nothing looks good anymore, and you start to feel it, and it takes a toll on you, and you start to feel old.
My energy level was low because I couldn't get the nourishment I was supposed to get. It definitely affected my energy because I didn't want to do stuff. You know, depression's real. I was stressed out. My work too. I wasn't able to have the endurance and the stamina that, normally I would. Relationships, it's like I didn't even want to, when you want to have companionship, you might be social. You might be, hey, how you? None of that. It was over for that.
I literally had to stop eating many things that were that I had to chew. Uh, Certain meats, if it wasn't soft or cooked to, a level where I could just uh, swallow it, if you will.
So, how do you think your new smile affects how you look now, or even how other people might see your age?
Well, I can answer that, but I would be a little biased. So I would have to leave that up to other people to answer for a truthful answer. I feel like I look younger. I feel like I look a lot happier, friendlier, approachable. I feel like I look like I have a lot more light and life in me, you know, but I could be biased. So I'd have to leave that up to other people to answer that question. And it doesn't hurt my feelings. I've had people say all kinds of stuff on some of the videos that I do, and it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No matter what, if people think I look younger or not, I like me. So it doesn't matter. They're I may not be everybody's cup of tea. My smile may not be everybody's cup of tea. You can choose. The best thing about Nubia, you can choose your own. My smile's not yours. I went to other places and they wanted everybody to have the same one. They were going to put one size fits all. At Nuvia, it wasn't one size fits all, and I can tell you, I really like that about them. They measured from my nose to here and from here to here, and then they did all kinds of stuff that nobody else did. I like that it wasn't a one size fits all. So if you don't like mine, you can pick your own. Just be happy. Just own it. Own it every day.
Actually, this is really good. A lot of people have changed with me. I have been referred to I have a 20, an almost 28-year-old and almost, I joke, actually, she just turned 26. She just had a birthday. They've asked if we're sisters. Okay, you guys are sisters? No, I'm her mom. Like, they're like, no way. I'm like, it's it's such a night and day difference on how I look. I go back to the eyes because I think the eyes are the window to the soul. And we could smile and try to look good, but our eyes really tell a story. And when we know that we shine because our teeth are making us confident and we feel good on the inside and we feel good on the outside, it really does just lighten up the whole appearance. And when I smile now, I look, my eyes are so bright. And past pictures, they didn't look like that. And so, yes, I definitely am getting a lot more compliments now. It's it's fun. It's really fun because now I'm 45. It's been 5 years since I got these beautiful babies, and I feel like I've aged backwards.
I feel younger. Like, you know what they call me? They call me Benjamin Button. So Brad Pitt was the main actor in the movie. He was actually an old guy, but he went back in time and they called him, his name was Benjamin Button. So he was like 80 years old, but he looked like he was about 18. So people are funny, like, they'd be like, "You're Benjamin Button."
Because I have the confidence now. Before, I was so embarrassed and so self-conscious about my mouth that I wouldn't go anywhere. So now I don't worry. I can go out and be comfortable smiling and talking and not having to worry about people staring at my mouth because my teeth, I know my teeth look good, and that's just a fact. So
After I got the surgery from Nuvia and my smile has changed, it is almost like it's rock star status. And so I've embraced it, I've embraced it. I've embraced uh the elephant in the room, how I used to look versus how I look now. And just like a fine garment, you can have it on, but if you're not wearing it, why have it on? So I am wearing my Nubia smile.
My dental implants affect every way about how I look. First, when I got my dental implants, I felt really broken. I struggled with addiction. I had a lot of issues. And when I got my dental implants, it almost felt like I was doing things backwards, but that actually worked out for my benefit because after I got my dental implants and saw how beautiful I looked on the outside, it really started changing me on the inside. And so my inside caught up. And so now my eyes smile, my skin looks better, which I have no idea how that's associated with my dental implants, but it's since I've gotten them, my skin looks better, my my complexion is better, probably from the eating. I'm able to eat way more healthy now and completely digest my food. It Doing this has changed every aspect of how I look on the outside and the inside, and it just shows up. But yeah, so if you want to learn more about this process, you can click the link below for the cost guide.
I got my swagger back, like Jay-Z said. Like I'm a whole different person. It's just weird, especially like when I go places now. As people paid attention before, they're paying like, oh my God, like if I smile or something like that, it's one of these. Like I've had people text me and say, "Oh my God, like you look like a totally different person," because that they don't see what they're used to. You know, I've had people comment like, because I'm really big on the Facebook group, and people comment like, "Oh my God, like that's how I want my smile." It's like me having another ego, alter ego. It's like I was this person before, and now I'm him. And it's like, oh snap! Like I got to be careful. Wait, you know what I mean? Like I can't go certain places. People might act a fool.
How old do you feel now compared to before? Has your energy changed at all?
Now I feel amazing. Like I live life. You saw the horse in the background. I ride horses. I live on a farm. I work. I do jujitsu, which is like grappling. I just I do everything. It doesn't prohibit me from doing anything in life that I want to do. It all changed by changing this, which changed here, and then it just changed everything else because I wanted the rest of myself to match my teeth. It's worth it. So just like this in 24 hours was worth it.
I'm not a morning person. I hate getting up in the morning. But if I get up, it's like, oh, let's go. Let's go. It's time to go. Before it was like, oh, sluggish, right? Like a car. You don't change the oil, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have issues. Same thing with the body. And it starts here.
Since now having the surgery, I'm able to now bite and chew my food. I can now bite into an apple and eat the whole apple. Until you can't do that, you have no idea how much you will value having this work done and being able to add it back to your lifestyle.
I couldn't eat. My teeth were constantly breaking. I had massive digestion issues. I had issues in my ears. And since then, I do not have the whooshing in my ears. I'm able to eat and you're digesting it. So my energy levels are better. Uh, my the way that I carry my weight is different because I'm properly like not holding on to all this cortisol or undigested food. Yeah, physically, it's huge, huge difference in my daily life.
Well, my new smile makes me feel happy when I look in the mirror. So I can only think that other people also have a positive effect when I smile at them. I feel younger. I go out and I have a good time and I feel like I look younger. I don't have my sunken cheeks and, my messed up teeth. I have a full mouth of teeth. I can go out and just be happy. I mean, who can't be happy when they see somebody smiling?
I am 6 years older than my partner. And my partner tells me, wow, since you've gotten this surgery, you had a youthful spirit about you anyway. And I bike, I work out, I do all these things. But I have been told that my whole demeanor even makes me feel more youthful than I take it as a compliment, but at the same time, I know that that is a part of who I am. And so, but to hear other people say it, being on the outside looking in, I accept the compliment. I do. I do. Again, with a big old Nubia smile.
It's an immediate difference when you get your teeth, you know? You see it, it's an immediate difference. You're like, "Wow, I can smile," and there's some training and things that go along with it, like, you have to learn to not cover your mouth, and it took me some time to know that I can pronunciate and all that, but this is the best gift I have ever given myself, that even 5 years out, I am still seeing the benefits and receiving things that I didn't even know I was missing. It's really 5 years out, and I really don't see it stopping. There's things that keep showing up that I'm like when I went to New York, my daughter, she was taking all these pictures, and she got so many silly photos of me, and I mean, I was like, like and to look back at that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the first time that I was, like, really, really silly and living in the moment and looking back at photos and like, wow, that is cool." Because this is seriously, it doesn't just stop the day you get your teeth. There is so much growth and beauty that comes from your teeth being fixed that you can't put it into words. You just don't know. It's like Christmas every day. You never know what new thing you're gonna learn about yourself and be like, "Wow, that's cool."
Wow.
It's so much more than just cosmetic. It's so much more than cosmetic. That's just a cherry on top. For Nubia, it was, like, hopeless. It you this was not even in my thought process. I was on the road to fixing everything. That's what I thought I was gonna do, and I'd fix it, it would break. I'd fix it, it would break. I'd fix it, it would break, and you just get to a place of you give up. This was such like I said, it is impossible to put words to it. It's just a feeling, just an immense gratitude feeling.
Want to know more about Nuvia's permanent teeth in 24 hours? Download the free cost and information guide in the description below.